Hello, my name is Rory Mammon. I'm an account manager here in the city of Atlanta, and today we're going to be going over the actual safety do's and don'ts of the BX3, so that when you're in the field to operate the tool, you'll be safe, you'll be happy to use the tool for its performing applications. Now, before we get into the actual BX3 itself, I want to do a quick review on safety. So of course, when you work on your job sites, we should always be using our approved PPE per the job site: high visibility vest, hard hat, approved gloves, glasses, and in the event you need hearing protection, always have earplugs readily available if needed. The BX3 is the quietest tool on the market. However, in a confined space, if you feel that you need hearing plugs, please put those in. Here you see the two different versions of the Hilti BX3 models. The one on the left is going to be our M&E version. It has a shorter magazine, which is the only difference between these two variants. This one right here holds 30 pins. This one right here holds 20 pins. You'll notice here you'll see the foot of where it actually goes against your base material. And then here's your nose piece where you'll be putting your actual fasteners in. On the bottom of these tools, you will see the slot for the pins to slide in to load the tool to perform its various applications. Now, loading the Hilti BX3. First and foremost, we need to know what nails we'll be utilizing to perform the application. So you'll see here a plastic magazine strip of 10. If you look at it, it is light gray in color and it has the winglets on the side of the actual pins themselves. These pins only fit the Hilti BX3. So when we go to load the tool at first, what we'll do is we can power it on. And right now you're going to see where it has a blue LED indicator on the newer models. What that is telling us is that the pins are not loaded in the actual tool. So let's go ahead and load the tools, and what you will do is you will slide the slide rack down. You'll see that indicator turned green, thinking that it's not empty. When we load the actual pins in, they go one direction. And when you flip it over to the side, what you'll now see is the green indicator saying that we are good to go when it comes to pins. Now, in the event there's something wrong with the tool and it doesn't like something, what will end up happening, when it's loaded incorrectly, let's say the nose piece right here is wrong or the pins aren't fitting right, the tool has a safety indication saying there is something wrong, please diagnose. In the event you see something like this, the first step would always be take your battery and pop the battery itself off the back of the tool so that way it powers it down. And what you're going to want to do is make sure the nose piece is nice and slid in and locked in place. And then what you'll want to do is double check your pins to make sure that they're correct pins. When all that is established and correct, what you will then do is slide your battery back in place, right? Power the tool back on, nothing is blinking, gives us the green LED indicator, and we are good to go. Alright, so here we are on the job site. We're ready to do some shooting today. Got my hard hat, glasses, gloves, high vis vest, and hearing protection if we need them. Currently we are outdoors, so we're not going to use the hearing protection at this point in time. So here's the BX3. Battery's in. We're going to turn it on. The pins are already loaded for us. It's giving us the green LED indication, which of course means it's ready to fire. So we're going to take our first set of conduit clips. Just as an example, it does hold the pin with the fastener, so that way if you're moving up on a ladder or whatever you have going on, it's good to go. We're going to utilize this foot on the mounting surface of the base material. So you'll go down, straight forward. It's about a ½ inch throw. Two hands, pull the trigger. That is one shot there. We'll do a check. Good to go. Now if we're going on the side, for example, use the tool in any direction. Use your foot, two hands, good to go, fantastic. If we're done for now, turn the tool back off, just power down, and we're good to go. Alright, so one of the great things about this tool as well, we're able to put it on a pole tool assembly, so we're going to walk through that process so that we can perform an overhead application. So first and foremost, you have your actual tool receptacle. You'll unscrew these winglets to where it folds back. It is held together up here. You'll put your tool actually in the receptacle itself. It folds over. We're just going to screw these down until they go snug. Make sure it's good to go there. Here you have your 3-foot extension pole tool assembly. We're going to go ahead and screw it into our trigger mechanism, which is our 1-foot trigger. And finally, we're going to go ahead and screw this into our actual pole tool assembly. Now, what this does is gives us a 7-foot advantage or so to not have to climb up and down ladders to keep our feet safely on the ground. So when you go up, it gives you a nice big tall reach. Next, we're going to show you how to shoot it overhead. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to shoot a 1/2-inch conduit strap into the steel ahead. The tool's going to be turned on. We're going to walk it all the way up, make sure that foot is nice and balanced. We're going to push it exactly where we want it. And we're going to push the trigger. And just like that, we have now put our fastener and our pin into some structural steel. So just to review, we went over today the safety precautions and the do's and don'ts with the BX3. We're going to recap. Again, on your approved job site conditions, we want to make sure that we have our approved safety equipment. We have our BX3s. The differences between the two models, if you see them, one can have a higher capacity magazine, it holds 30 pins versus 20. The newer model has the LED indication, remember is the red, green, and blue. Red means there's something wrong with the tool. Green means it's going to be good to go, ready to fire at your command. Blue means it's out of pins on the newer model. In the event you have an older model or the previous model of the BX3, it does not have the blue LED indication. Again, the main difference is one says for sure it has the actual pins and ready to go, or it's out of. The other one is either red and green, so you're good to fire, or blue, red, and green. Overall, they both take the same batteries. 5.2 amp hour batteries work for the actual tools themselves. And most importantly, there is a wide variety of different pins and fasteners that can be configured with the tool. It can shoot into steel, it can shoot into concrete, and it does have, like I said, a wide variety of actual fasteners from 1-hole straps, plastic conduit clips, universal conduit clips. Please reach out if you have any questions about the individual items, or you can go to hilti.com and check out all the different various fasteners that can be utilized with the BX3.